Hello, everybody. Today we're going to be talking all about hair loss of a very special individual. We're going to be talking about the man, the myth, the legend, Wayne Rooney. Wayne Rooney is a football or soccer player for those of you that are in America, an extremely famous soccer player, an absolute legend who cut his teeth on the Manchester United team from 2004 to 2017. This guy is a big deal in the world. Now, he's an even bigger deal to us specifically because he was a very vocal proponent of getting a hair transplant. This is someone that had very visible hair loss, was essentially a global celebrity, and he was very, very transparent about the fact that he had a hair transplant. So, interestingly enough, we're going to take a look at his story, but we're also going to look at what's happened recently, which may mean that he may have to get a hair transplant or get a hair system or something. He's going to have to do something in the future. I'll show you the pictures and I'll show you the story leading up to that moment in a second. Now, before we begin, this video is sponsored by Lord Hair, who is doing a really cool promotion right now. UEFA is going on, and starting tomorrow, you can actually try to pick the winners in the knockout round, which will earn you credit towards the Lord Hair system. And you even have a chance to win a full free system if you guess all of the right teams that are going to win in this next round. So that's super exciting. Pretty cool offer from Lord Hair, just to have fun for all of you football, soccer nerds out there. So, now that we've talked about who Wayne Rooney is for those of you that aren't familiar, let's take a look at him briefly throughout the years. So we can see footage back of Wayne Rooney all the way back to his age of 16 year in 2002. Now, still has tons of hairs, looking good. No real problem as of yet. This could be natural recession, just his natural hairline, or it could be the beginning of his actual hair loss. But if we zoom forward a couple of years, so this is 2009, right? So he's gone from 16 to approximately 22. We can see that there is some pretty intense hair loss going on in his temporal regions. You know, we see that his hair is getting thinner and the hairline is starting to change. Classic signs that someone is moving through the actual Norwood scale of hair loss. Now, 2 years later, Wayne Rooney comes out and he is extremely transparent about the fact that he was losing hair. This right here is the original tweet. Just to confirm to all my followers, I have had a hair transplant. I was going bald at 25. Why not? I'm delighted with the results. Now, Wayne Rooney opened up later in his career in his autobiography and said to himself, bloody hell, you're going bald and you're only a young lad. So this is something that obviously, you know, he was dealing with in his head. It said that he was looking in the mirror and having these thoughts. And we all know the feeling, right? Of losing our hair, feeling very self-conscious, not really knowing what to do and wanting to take action. Well, luckily, Wayne Rooney is someone that has a lot of money because he's a global celebrity and a highly paid athlete and was able to get a hair transplant. Now, part of that plan was in 2011 to in 2013 get a top-up hair transplant and to continue his hair restoration journey. So we can see the original work that was done right here in 2011 inside of the temple region and the results of that just a year later. I mean, absolutely looks phenomenal, right? If we look at him here compared to here, absolutely transformative, looks really great. Now, in 2011, it was very transparent that Wayne Rooney actually went to the Harley Street Hair Clinic, and this is on their website right here. It says that they would like to thank Wayne Rooney for the public endorsement and that it was part of the plan to, in June 2013, to go back and get a second top-up hair transplant, a follicular hair transplant procedure. So this was all part of the plan and everything started going well and he was looking great. Now, Wayne Rooney got about 4,500 to 5,000 grafts transplanted from the back of his head to the top of his head. And he actually doesn't have that much of recession compared to some of us like myself. I have way more recession than he had. Now, Wayne Rooney spent over 30,000 pounds. That's a whole lot of guacamole to get your hair back, bud. That's a whole lot of dirty, sweaty, smelly greenbacks. And that's not money that all of us have. just 30,000 big ones just flying around the room ready to spend on a hair transplant. And unfortunately, that's not where the story ends. Wayne Rooney in 2011 and 2013 had his 2 hair transplants. We're talking about, you know, 6, 7, 8 years later now. And well, let's do a checkup. How is he doing? What is going on inside of Wayne Rooney's hair life, huh? Well, unfortunately, this is what the result is starting to look like. Now, this does not look anything like the Wayne Rooney that we saw in 2011 and 2013. In fact, these shots are from 2020 when he was a player manager for a club in England after he retired from the MLS here in America. He was playing at the Derby team over in England. And we can see that there is significant amounts of hair loss that has occurred over, you know, the past couple of years, that his hair is looking extremely thin. You know, so he spent 30,000 pounds, and this is the result essentially that he is dealing with right now. And it's rumored, you know, that during the time that, you know, he's experiencing this hair loss after his hair transplants, he started resorting to using like hair fibers, you know, the traditional stuff that we know a lot of people are using to cover it up. Which, you know, there's nothing wrong with actual using like hair fibers and things like that. If they work, that's great. Don't work for everybody, and you know, they're not a permanent solution. But here's the thing, right? So Wayne Rooney has had 2 hair transplants and thousands of grafts. The thing about hair transplants is that you actually run out of hair. You can't keep on getting hair transplants for the rest of your life if you keep on losing hair because the finasteride or Rogaine isn't working, and you just need to supplement your hair on the top of your head if you keep on losing more. So the unfortunate situation is for Wayne Rooney, can he get another one? Does he want to get another one? But can he get another one? And if he can't get another one, is he going to continue to use, you know, hair fibers, or will he actually consider wearing a hair system? Now, that is one of the advantages of a hair system. There's different disadvantages for sure, but one of the advantages is you never have to worry about the fact that you have to keep on taking drugs, and number 2, that you don't have to be worried that your hair transplant is not going to hold up, that you might keep on losing hair and then you're just going to wind up back where you started. With a hair system, it's instant gratification because you instantly get that hair as soon as you shave your head and apply it. And as long as you know what you're doing, it looks pretty dang good. So it's going to be interesting to see what someone as vocal as Wayne Rooney does for the hair loss world. Will he get another hair transplant? Will he use hair fibers? Will he just shave his hair? Will he wear a hair system? I don't know. It's not for me to decide. Guys, roast me in the comments down below if you liked this video, if you liked the analysis, or you have any thoughts on Wayne Rooney or what he's going through. Leave some thoughts, some comments, some opinions, all that fun stuff. And thank you to Lord Hair for sponsoring this video. Make sure you guys go mess around with their promotion that they're doing. It's a lot of fun, especially if you're into soccer or football. Go have some fun, win a free hair system, and I'll talk to you soon.